All right, welcome again to another Phoenix Rises podcast. Back with us is none other than the Steven,
Oh,
the Duffer, the Duff.
I'm back,
Duff
baby.
Man, Duffman Cola.
Yeah.
What other nicknames you got?
What's that? Wolfman Cola?
Duffman Cola.
No, but that's in.
Wolfman Cola.
Is that what it's called?
Duff Cola or Duff Beer.
Beer. Yeah, but
is Simpsons.
Wolf Cola is from Always Sunny.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Have you not? It's the best.
It's Tuesday. You are the fifth person this week that told me to watch.
Haven't you haven't watched it yet? Then?
Because I heard it's a show full of mean, terrible people.
It's so funny though.
We got little,
Wolf
what's that
Cola.
guy's name?
Frank.
Yeah, but what's his real
Danny
name?
DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Frankie owns Wolf Cola.
What's the show about?
It's about five people who are involved in a bar, Paddy's Pub. But they're they're always trying to fucking scheme something or like find ways to like get rich easily and.
Is there a show that you can compare it to, maybe?
I don't know.
Shameless or something?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't even watched that channel, so I've only watched bits of that. But like I don't know. It's hard to compare that show to anything. It's almost like Friends, but like the grimier.
Oh, well, Friends is awful.
You know, Friends is the New York version. This is the fucking Philadelphia grimy version.
Maybe I'll have to give it a shot.
It's so.
I'm kind of in a lull for sure.
No, you're gonna like. If I know your fucking sense of humor, you'll find it hilarious.
Yeah?
Yeah, you'll shit yourself.
Yeah, I might have to check it out. Well, Stranger
Yeah, you
Things Volume 2 is coming out
That sounds
Friday.
like that's not great compared to. But that's terrible compared.
I will say the Volume 2 only has 2 episodes, but they total about 4 hours altogether. So,
Stranger
I'm
Things,
gonna-
another thing I have not watched. I watch sports shows. I don't watch fucking Planet Earth.
Season 3 is skippable for Stranger Things.
You see, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You can't just skip.
But
a
season
fucking
4,
season.
you can tell they had so much time with it, with COVID.
There's too much.
It's so good. You know what's so good? I went to the movies this weekend and I saw The Black Phone with Ethan Hawke.
Is he still an actor?
Yeah. Dude, that movie is so good. So it's based off a story by Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son.
Oh,
And
what
he gives
Joe
his-
King?
Well, Stephen King's not his real name, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
You know how?
He's Joe King.
Yeah. Is that a joke that you have?
Yeah.
Joe King. Interesting.
I do like Joe King.
But that movie's so, it's not gory as much as it is like a suspense thriller. It's really good. So good.
I need to get into it. I watched it when I was gone. I had a baby, just in case you're wondering where I was. I had a baby and then I was gone for 2 weeks, so I've been missing for a little bit, but now I'm back, okay? And during that 2 weeks I watched that Hustle movie on Netflix.
Oh yeah, so good.
Which is good, yeah. So good.
We talked about that last week, me and Sammy.
Well, I'm back, baby.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's good, yeah.
There's a lot of movies coming out that are good. I guess Adam Sandler signed like a 3-movie deal with Netflix, so there'll be like 2 more movies.
Oh, like that kind of movie?
I don't know.
He's a real good actor at that. Well, have you seen the one that was like, Precious Diamonds or something?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems, yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that one's good.
Him as an actual actor. And
Yeah, not just being fucking
so good.
Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore, so funny.
I was watching that a little bit last night.
That shit. That's
He's
so
like, I didn't know my grandma very much, so for her to make me feel comfortable, she dressed up like Gene Simmons from Kiss. So funny. He can't skate at all, and he wants to be a
Yeah.
He just beats people up.
Yeah, he's a silly fucker. Bob
Dude.
Barker.
Yeah, Bob. So Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and Big Daddy were like 3 of my favorite movies growing up.
What was that? Little Nicky too.
Oh, Little Nicky.
Yeah, that one was
Adrian,
so.
get the flash.
Yeah, so funny. Like.
His mouth is out to the side, looking like Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah. I had a stroke.
Oh, that's actually. Wonder if they did that on purpose. So Rocky's significant other was Adrian, and then Little Nicky's brother is Adrian, and they both have like that sideways. I don't know. Sideways.
Yeah,
thing.
no. You're
Adrian, get the flash.
reading into it way too much.
Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I'm not though. Maybe I'm a movie geek.
Yeah, but I do watch like ever seen YouTube videos of like trailers where people are like looking for like Easter eggs and shit.
Yeah.
Like
They'll ruin the movie for you.
oh yeah.
Right, but did you see this half a second clip of this picture that they showed?
Yeah, in the background there was a fucking dragon, and that dragon had 2 heads, and then
And that dragon is actually so and so's sister. It's
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah. So, like these people have spent too much time watching movies or
Yeah.
reading books.
Going back to Hustle, that movie was so stressful. Because
Oh,
you
yeah.
want the kid to do so good, and he
And
keeps
it
on
just-
messing up.
Yeah, I know. Like that's what when I was watching it, I was like, this guy has to be a real basketball player too.
Yeah.
And like, because he's so good with like the ball in his hand and shit. I'm like, and I look, he is.
Is he?
Yeah, he plays for like the fucking Nuggets or something. He plays for something like that.
See, that's something else. Like I was watching a movie, and at the end, they're like, Stephon Curry as himself.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
They had so many actual basketball players.
Yeah,
I had no idea. I know who
Well,
Curry is, but I didn't know like half
you
the
don't know
other
sports,
people.
right? Like the guy who like the bad guy in the movie, the like not the owner but like the basketball player, the kid who's like getting drafted
Yeah, yeah.
as well. He just got drafted like last year I think as well. So he's only like 18, 19. And he does so good in that movie as like an actor,
Yeah.
being like the bad guy and
Yeah. I
like,
believe it.
yeah, it's so good. Like,
Yeah.
and he probably just acted like himself, just talking shit to him in his ear. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
What's funny about me not knowing NBA players, I knew when they were doing the handling drills, I knew that was Professor from like the street.
Oh yeah.
From like the NBA street games. And
Yeah,
and one. You ever watch that on ESPN when they had like the trampoline basketball? That's something.
Slam ball or something.
Yeah, that stuff's gnarly.
I don't know. I would like to like try to do that one day or
That'd be
something.
fun.
But yeah, like they like rugby tackle each other in the air. Like
Yeah,
that's sick.
there has to be a place like that here.
Yeah.
Like a jumping jacks, but for or
Yeah,
or-
I think Delaney's do like this random. Let's call it like. What's it called? It's Sky Zone or something where you're just jumping on trampoline.
Do they have a
depending on
basketball
corner.
court there?
Think about him. I don't know. Probably not. But like, think about how you feel like hyperextend their legs and
Oh,
all
yeah.
this shit. Like.
On Facebook, I'll be scrolling through the reels, and if I spend 10 minutes on it, there's always at least one person busting their knees up.
Oh yeah. That's so disgusting.
You know when you have your buddies like jump on, they could go higher.
And then
Well,
there's
this guy
full,
landed.
like a lawn chair, like too much energy has passed through their bodies, and their bodies just explode.
Gotta keep those knees off.
Yeah, you gotta have
Good
slap
cardio,
bend.
yeah. Slap them in the knee.
Yeah, slap bend the knee. People love to have those fucking legs and
Yeah, you gotta love the hips up.
hyperextend. Hello.
It just goes
Yeah,
crazy
crazy.
gnarly. You ever watch Scarred on MTV?
No, that sounds fucking disgusting.
Just people biking.
Rob Dyrdek show, but like people getting hurt.
Yeah, broken bones poking through skin.
Yeah, that's too much. I don't mind the Rob Dyrdek one because it's like some of our funniest is like people like falling off a roof into a table or something.
Yeah.
That kind of shit.
Like icy stairs.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, going.
It's not
No, that's
Going.
this is
20 miles per hour on a skateboard.
into a
Failing.
wall and your arm going off. Fuck that.
Dude, MTV had some bangers back in the day.
It did like Cribs.
Like Cribs.
But what about Punk as well? I would love to have like Netflix. Remember they had like fucking like Justin Timberlake getting punked and shit. Like celebrities would not let that shit happen. I don't think anymore.
Ashton Kutcher was
Yeah.
everyone's enemy.
Yeah. I feel like that has to be like somewhere to be watched again, right?
Oh yeah.
Because they just get so mad as well.
And like The Challenge. You ever watch that show?
No, and they didn't have that at home really.
So good.
That's like the red. They like did challenges to get prizes and shit.
Yeah. So you do a challenge. Whoever comes in last has to go to like the gauntlet, and then the politics of the show is if you're just a terrible person or you're really good, you get voted to go to the gauntlet as well. So those two teams or two people duel it out, and whoever loses the gauntlet gets sent home.
Oh,
But if
okay.
you're the last one to survive, then you get like 10.
And the gauntlet is like where they like just You gotta get from one side to the other.
Yeah,
Is it?
it's a different challenge every time.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it's like a tug of war where you have a rope tied to you
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
facing away from each other.
You gotta pull
And
it over.
whoever crosses the line loses.
I get it.
Yeah,
Shit, like if you're just like a big athletic beast, you'd be good at that. Like,
yeah.
but then everyone will like vote you into it to either eliminate everybody or else just.
Yeah, that's what they do.
They're trying to get
like,
rid of you.
let's wear this guy out, gauntlet after gauntlet, and eventually he'll break. But what ends up happening, they just get more fit, more angry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
And they're unstoppable.
But then they like the thing is then they'll probably put in something like a jigsaw puzzle as and then like they're fucked.
So that's what the
It's like Survivor,
final
yeah.
challenge is. There's like 5 people that do it or whatever, but it's like running over like 20 miles or something. But like every so often there's like a puzzle that you have to do.
Oh, that'd be
So it's like
nightmare.
mental and physical.
Yeah, I'd hit the first puzzle and be like, alright, I'm done.
And then they have seasons where they bring back winners. So the winners are going against each other. So
Yeah.
it's super competitive.
It's like Survivor too. They do it like they do like a champion Survivor where they put everybody. There's one lady who won Survivor. Like, I think it was like 3 times.
yeah.
Just manipulating people. Like it's just an evil lady. Like she's so good at it. But like I think it was 3 times.
Yeah.
Maybe it was only twice. But like still like to win it twice.
Say, oh, Tommy was talking shit about you yesterday.
Yeah.
And then they go to Tommy, like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And like nothing happened.
Yeah, like the people like put fucking all the rice that they have in the fire. so like there's no food and people are just like, where's all the fucking food? They lose their shit and get themselves blown off. Like
You ever watch like Naked and Afraid or
I've watched that a few
Dark
times.
Ones?
Yeah, they're weird shows.
This dude killed like a Wolverine or something, but I guess they're so lean that he ended up starving to death anyway. Or not to death, but starving, and he had to get pulled from the show because there's not enough fat on the Wolverine.
Oh really? Yeah, I watched it one time and there was a guy. I think there was a guy and a girl on it, and the guy got like all of the mosquito bites. And he was just like in there like, huh, this. And he's like, and then like, the girl was like, you gotta do something. Like they were there for like a week, right? There's like 4 days or something.
They're as long as
They can get out. Yeah. So like, he was just doing nothing, and she was like getting like, she just had to like try to survive him, and he just couldn't do anything. And he eventually, she was like, all right, I'm just gonna try to get out then, and just like left him. And then they were like, all right, medical has to take him out. Like,
Yeah.
It's
It's
good.
interesting. Like you can kill rabbit over rabbit but they're so lean that you'll just starve. It's
Yeah,
interesting to see. So they're like eating eyeballs and organs and
Yeah,
stuff to
yeah.
get fat up.
Yeah, that's crazy. There's all those little animals are all just little muscles anyway.
Yeah,
They're just explosive.
yeah, and they're up in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're not fat either.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
Yeah.
eating what they can.
Yeah. Berries.
I've been watching a little Meat Eater. You ever watch that show?
Is that
Steve
like,
Vanilla?
is that on Netflix or something?
It's on Netflix.
I think I watched a little bit of it. Not a
Those guys
lot.
are nuts.
I watched a little bit of it. No.
I got into it because Joe Rogan and Brian Callen
yeah,
were on a
so-
few episodes.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
They're on episodes?
Yeah, but then I started watching other ones and super digest, like they're 27 minutes long, entertaining.
Are they? Yeah.
Makes me want to.
What's he eating? Is that why you're getting? That's why you got a nice little thing. of
Yeah. I'm thinking that my New Year's resolution for next year will be to only eat what I kill
meat? Yeah.
when it comes to meat.
When it comes to meat,
Yeah.
are you gonna go hunting?
Yeah.
You better.
Gotta go.
When it's hunting season, what are you gonna do on January
I
1st?
got a lot of learning.
You better go kill something on January 1st then.
Yeah, I got a lot. Maybe it might have to be like. See, I don't know anything about hunting, so I might have to do like a fall season to kickstart. Because if I'm starting in January and I don't,
There's no.
there's no season.
Yeah. You gotta wait
There
till
is a season.
March to kill something.
Yeah, I have no idea
The shit is
how
way
good
in the
hunting
winter.
is
It just
here.
goes to hibernation and stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't know when the rut is.
Yeah,
I don't know any of that stuff. So
I think that's like Aprilish, because the amount of corpses you see on the highway on the way to work every day.
Yeah. I saw a deer yesterday.
Yeah.
driving home.
It's just jumping on the highway.
Yeah. Oh well, it was laying on the highway when I saw it.
Oh yeah, delicious.
Yeah. Little bruised meat.
You're like, I got your brother in my trunk here.
That's part of it. So I like the idea.
Sorry for all vegetarians.
I like the idea of just Danny. I'm sorry. I like the idea of just hunting and killing what I eat, but I like the also the idea of just learning everything there is about it.
Oh fuck! I don't like
Knowing
that
the
idea.
seasons, knowing how to, bait these animals into coming to see you, get closer to you.
Sure, most people just sit in a tent and let them walk by and just shoot them in the head.
Yeah. See, old Vernella, he's clanking together some antlers.
Oh yeah.
And then they get
He's
close, and they got like a really good call.
I mean, he's probably shooting like elks that are or mooses or something.
Yeah,
like
a couple episodes I saw, he's shot a couple of whitetails.
yeah, like they're probably like hard as fuck to kill. So you gotta.
Apparently, turkeys are really difficult because you need them close, and they're pretty skittish.
Oh yeah.
They'll run away from you pretty quick.
Oh, I do love a good turkey.
Some boar or something. Do people eat boar?
Probably not. That's probably the
Javelina.
toughest meat to eat.
Yeah.
Right? Boar. I
No.
don't think you can eat that
Should
shit.
be like a pig.
Yeah, but they're not. They're like fucking. They probably have rabies and shit.
Oh, come on now.
Boars, wild boars, probably.
I ran into a couple boar. What's a multiple boar? Is it boar? Boars?
Gang
A gang of boar?
of boar.
I ran into those guys during land nav at night in the army,
Ooh, fuck.
trying to find points on the map, and I heard rustling, and I just kept
Blew
on
them
walking
away.
a little bit, and they started like doing a little snorting action at me.
Yeah.
And then we get back to the little camp, and everyone was like, "You hear those boars out there?" I'm like, "Is that what that was?" They're like, "Yeah, those guys will charge after you and put their horns into your damn leg."
And you didn't. You blow them away.
I just I said I don't want to go around there, so I kind of did a contour around, a little 90.
You should have just put a bullet in one of them.
It's tricky because you can get scared, and if you just go left or right for X amount of meters, you gotta get back on track somehow. You gotta keep track of it. So when you're nervous because there's a wrestling in the woods,
Yeah. Well, that's good. Good prep for you.
good training.
Good training for you there.
Yeah.
Good job.
I felt like Tomb Raider one time. I swear there's a big like a creek, and it was super deep down. We have a backpack and everything, so I knew if I went into it, I may not be able to get out of it. So, but I saw this like dead tree just about to fall over, so I pushed it over, and then like I sat on the tree and kind of shimmied over. Quite the adventure.
Yeah, that sounds like fun. And so, is that gear, the clothes, waterproof though, or are you just walking around in sopping wet clothes?
Yeah,
for the rest of it?
it's sopping wet clothes.
That's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, and you're out there for like a week at a time.
Yeah.
And when we did land nav, we did 3 during the day, 2 at night, and then 1 transition, day to night, and then 1 transition night to day. And it completely changes your tactics of how to do it because like, it's just rough going. So if you're going night into day, you want to go to your furthest point first because you can like use the road as like a guide to get over there. But if you're like in the woods trying to find a point at night, you're not gonna be able to find it because you can't walk around with a flashlight.
Yeah.
You have to be on the ground with a poncho over you, looking at your map with a flashlight. But you can't go do one of those.
That's a fucking nightmare too.
Yeah. It's rough.
Oh yeah, that sounds terrible.
It's not too late for you to join.
Oh yeah, I'll be there next week.
Well, recruiting office.
Yeah, whenever I go to the airport, I always see the fuckers.
Oh yeah, suited up.
Yeah, like
Fancy bag.
no, the ones that like are like about to go, like they don't even
Oh.
have the uniform.
Packet in hand.
Yeah. I'm like,
I remember
you
that
silly
day.
fucks.
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm like, you have fun, boys and girls.
It's
And have the fresh haircut.
probably the furthest thing away from fun.
Oh yeah, like that's literally like day one is flying to wherever you've been like assigned to go to.
Yeah.
That's a disaster. They have the little lounge in the airport though.
Yeah, you get like a little food stipend, so you want to make sure that last meal's a good one. We ate at PF Chang's when I went, and we were just about late to be where we needed to be.
Yeah.
And it's an immediate, like the drill sergeants start in the airport. They see you walking towards you. It's obvious because you have your tan little yellow folder, and they see you and they just start barking at you immediately.
Oh, sounds fucking horrible.
It's terrible.
And he's like, hey man, let's go get Starbucks, man.
Yeah, and then you go to this like I forget what they call it now, I'm happy that I'm losing my memory when it comes to Army stuff. I'm trying to keep it behind me.
Yeah.
But it's called 30th, it's reception, 30th AG. And you're here for either 3 days
For 1 year.
or I was there for 2 weeks waiting, and it sucks. That's where you like walk through the assembly line of like shots. They tell you to put both of your sleeves up. You just walk through and you get like 7, 8 shots.
Oh, it's a
Get
nightmare.
your
Why were
eyes
you there for
checked.
2 weeks though? Like,
Because the basic training company is like preparing for you to come. If they're not ready or they don't have the gear that they need or whatever, then you have to wait at the reception.
and what do you just sit in your room do nothing?
Oh no, you do physical training, you get your shots, your eye exams, all the medical stuff done, and then you have to learn like the Army values and the soldier's creed and all that, and the rank system. I didn't know anything going in. I didn't know what the ranks were or nothing. So
That's a nightmare. So you're just studying like for 2 weeks.
they give you like a little blue book, and you have to keep it on you all throughout basic training. Kind of like a little cheat sheet.
It's terrible.
It's awful. 10 out of 10.
I don't know how they like convince like 18-year-olds to go do that shit. Yeah.
It's rough. I had a couple 17-year-olds do it. They can sign up with permission from their parents.
So you bullied some 17-year-olds into doing
It's
it.
so annoying because I was like 24 at the time, and a bunch of 17, 18-year-olds, and they're all loud when I'm trying to like rest a little bit of rest that we do get.
Yeah.
And it's so tough. Like you're already tired throughout the day, but then you have like guard shifts at night where you have to clean and like make sure no one does anything they're not supposed to. And you have like 1 or 2 a night. So say you go to bed at like 10, you have a guard shift at midnight, so you have to wake up for that, and you're there for an hour. And then you're supposed to wake up at 5, but you have another guard shift at 3 a.m. So you're not really getting any sleep at all.
So what? So you do 2 a night?
Yeah, most nights, but then some nights you get 1, some nights you get none. It just depends on how many people are with you, how many people
Like
drop
I
out
just
of
be a slave
basic.
doing that though.
I always cleaned because I'm like, if I'm gonna sit at this desk making sure nothing happens, I'm gonna fall asleep. And you get in so much trouble if you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Everyone's waking up doing push-ups.
Have you ever seen, you know, Borat? You know when he had Bruno?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we might talk about it before. Remember when he goes? Have you seen when he goes to the army or whatever? And he goes and he has like a Gucci belt on, and the guy's like screaming, he's like, "What's that belt?" or whatever. He's like, "Gucci." And then like it's so funny. Like, and then he goes, he's like, they're like, "Salute" or whatever, and he goes, this is in front of like these fucking drill sergeants surrounded by other guys, like, and he's got like his hat to the side and all. It's so fucking funny, like.
Trying to be fashionable.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny, and he has like, it's amazing. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of games that they play with you. Like when you get in trouble, one time we had, the drill sergeant was like, all right, what's it called? OCP top, PT bottoms, left boot, right shoe, go. And he says it so quick that you're relying on other people to be like, what did he say? No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. So then you all come out. If you're not wearing the uniform that the drill sergeant told you to do, then you're doing push-ups, you're holding the bottom of a squat, you're doing crazy stuff.
Nice.
And sometimes, drill sergeants have a bad time at home, and they come to us to relieve some stress,
Like, how does that relieve stress though for you? Like pick on kids, like.
Yeah. This grown man picking on
it's just
18-year-olds, yelling in their face, spitting on their face and stuff.
Yeah, like that's that's it's. I listened to a quote today. It was like, what was it? Absolute power corrupts.
Absolutely.
It's so true, especially with those like drill sergeant people. Like it's just fucking all they want to do is just harm people. Like
the worst one that we did was, so we have these camelbacks with like 2 liters of water in them. He's like, fill your camelbacks, and we're like, okay, we'll fill them. And then we had a toga line, which is just like a box in the middle of the bay where we all sleep, and we all stood around this box. He's like, all right, drink the whole camelback. So we're there just chugging water. And then once we get done with the water, he's like, all right, let's go for a run. And everyone
puke it up. Yeah.
Yeah. it was like Band of Brothers where they have a treat of like spaghetti night, and then they go for a run and keep it all up. It's just a bunch of games.
Like that's what's insane to me is that the government like lets that happen. You know what I mean? Like that's not making you any better of a soldier or a human or anything.
No,
you know what I mean?
They break you down to build you back up. You will find your quit every single day of basic training.
Yeah.
And basic training was rough, but wasn't too bad. Most of us were officer candidates trying to be officers in the Army, so most of us were college educated. So we were like, and then we had one really good prior Navy sergeant. So he's like, hey, this is what they're doing. This is how you need to behave. If we do this, they'll leave us alone. And like after the first week, like we were squared away.
Yeah.
But like IBO, like the infantry school I went to, that I found my quit multiple times a day during that school.
Yeah, that's like to say it's a school. It's crazy. It's like it's a fucking nightmare.
Not fun.
No, it's terrible.
19 weeks. Now it's
And then
22 weeks.
And then we have clients who complain about that shit. Complain that we tell them, "Oh, do Wilson."
Yeah.
Nah, just drinking 2 gallons of water and fucking go for a run.
Yeah, there's some cynicism that comes from a lot of people in the Army. It's like, oh, you think this is hard?
Yeah.
Well, one time in 2001, I had to do this and
Put a grenade up my ass.
yeah. It's like, all right, well, it's not 2001.
Yeah.
The war's not going on, you know.
2001.
And that's the thing with me going in as an officer. I got paired with as a platoon leader. I got paired with a platoon sergeant that went through the surge in 2003, 2005. He actually been in combat and saw things, and now I'm supposed to be in charge of him and the whole platoon. So
Yeah.
it's like a big like balance between this guy knows what's going on, but I'm responsible for everything.
Yeah.
So it's like a good back and forth, good relationship. Some people do not have good relationships with platoon sergeants, and it's just an uphill battle.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. Woo, baby, that was rough.
Yeah.
That had me fucking so glad that in Ireland they don't have military. People don't like to fight in Ireland.
You guys don't have a military?
But that they do, but like they're playing with fucking sticks and stones.
Sticks and
Yeah.
paintball guns?
Yeah. Probably that's too dangerous. Paintball guns are illegal in Ireland. So
We have sim rounds where we use our actual weapon, but the tips of the ammo is paint. You get hit by that guy, it's not like paintball where you can pretend like you didn't get hit.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
didn't know I got hit. It's
Yeah.
cutting through your skin and
Yeah.
painting you from the inside out.
oh, that's gross. Yeah. Like I played paintball recently with like a guy who was a Marine or something like that, and like I was like targeting to like try shoot him
Yeah.
the most, like, and he eventually got to the point where he's like knew that I was gonna come from every time, like, but I would get to him and he'd just fucking shoot me right away. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But then like I think on one of them I got like behind him somehow and like shot him in the back or something, but that was like my favorite. That was the best when I got him, and he's like, and he turns around, he's like, you fucker. I'm like, yeah.
We went paintball one time.
But like it was if there was 10 games, he got me 9 and I got him 1. And
Yeah, it
that was
felt
like the
so
last
good.
game as well, so I was like, I
It felt so
won! My victory!
Yeah, we went paintballing one time for stress relief before the deployment, and we were doing all kinds of like tactics. So,
Yeah.
3 people would be shooting just to shoot, keep heads down.
Yeah.
And 2 people would go on the flank.
Yeah.
And those guys on the flank, you can't stop those guys.
That's what I was doing. Like, so I would like see where he would start, like, and then like just try to go around him. But then like obviously he figured me out half the time. But like
Yeah.
the one time he like got distracted with someone else, I like zipped down the side and got behind him.
Just going for nothing but face shots.
His spinal cord was.
And we,
I also only like it was like one of the last games, so I only had like 20 bullets, 20 paintballs left. So fucking. So it's like that's probably why I got there so fast. I didn't stop to shoot anyone around on the way. I just sprinted.
you know, you play paintball, you get shot once and you're done. Well, we're like, you know what? We're gonna shoot until you tell us that you're done.
Yeah.
So we got to the guy. Okay, I'm done. It's so much fun. At the end, their leg is just shot up.
Yeah.
Well,
It's so funny, like, because there's people who are out and they're walking out of this guy. It's too hard not to, like. Yeah,
you just see it soar.
Yeah. And then they go like, woo. Yeah. Woo.
It's so much fun.
That's funny, though. Yeah.
Is paintball big here? People play paintball here?
I guess, we took the Lindenwood team to play paintball, like, as a team building thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how big it is, but, like, they at least, it's available, I guess, you know.
No. No, well,
I've only ever been a few times. I've only ever did, like, indoor. I did, like, at a bachelor party. And then I did, I've done it with, like, a team a couple times, too, which is good.
You know if there's any outdoor shooting ranges here?
Probably in St. Charles is probably more. There's more fields and shit out there. But yeah, I know there's like one, I don't know, it might not be outdoor, it might be just indoor. Or I think there's like a shooting range and a golf range. I think there's golf and shooting next to each other. Like, that's crazy, right? Is that crazy?
Thinking about like getting ready for a golf swing and all you hear is pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
Be distracting at best.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like a driving. I don't know. Maybe I made up the golf part, but like, I've gone play pigeon shooting before.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, the only reason I hit it is because it shoots like 90 pellets, and it just covers the sky.
Yeah.
So like wherever the thing is, you're hitting it with one of them, no matter what.
You gotta use the slugs or whatever.
Well,
It's just one projectile.
No, we use fucking a billion of them. And they can't have like fucking guys doing that who like don't have a clue, and like they're just gonna be so sad if they don't hit any of them.
Yeah.
I was just going, go filling the sky with
Like,
them.
you ever shoot a shotgun before? You're like, no, and then you're hitting every one of them. So, what the heck?
Yeah, maybe I'm good.
Yeah, I'd like to get back into shooting and stuff. I haven't been in a while.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure there's one in St. Charles, somewhere out there.
Yeah, you gotta do it outdoor though. With the ranges up to like 300 meters or so.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Archery.
Yeah, archery would be fun.
Would you?
I've never done it.
Going back to your killing what you eat. Would you shoot them or
Yeah,
bow?
I'd have to shoot them. I think for the first go around.
Yeah.
And then maybe once I get stocked up a little bit, I can mess around with some bow action.
Yeah.
But that's so much more tricky.
Oh yeah. Then you gotta get close to them.
Yeah.
You can't just hang out in a fucking tree.
You gotta get close to them, and sometimes one doesn't do it. So you have to like track them down once they're wounded already.
Yeah, that's a nightmare as well. And then they're running further away from your car. And they're fuck. Yeah, I gotta carry this 2 miles now.
Yeah, so so with that show, I find it so like they shot the deer and then they did a little bit of dressing in the field, and then they took it to a butcher to do more.
Yeah.
So I would love to know all that.
I would not give a shit.
And like when you get your first deer, I guess you're supposed to take a bite out of the heart when it's raw.
Sweet. That's why I'm not going hunting. I'll eat it.
Not for you?
No, I'm not gonna go kill an animal. I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna go kill an animal. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know
I don't fucking want to. I don't want to. Is that alright with you?
No.
Okay. I don't want to kill an animal that I can see in front of me.
Well, it's not your pet.
Yeah, I know, but still, I just don't want to kill an animal. I don't need to. I can let someone else do it.
Yeah.
I know.
You don't need to because
Like if you went and killed one
first.
and but if you went and killed one, I would eat the meat, but I wouldn't like kill them myself. I mean, I don't know. You're just a grim bastard.
There's something to it. Like, from what I see, when you kill an animal, it gives you some type of feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Like they were like broing
It's
out
called
together.
murder.
They were broing out together, talking about how big the antlers were.
Oh yeah, man.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And
That's a 6-point deer, man.
That's stuff I don't know anything about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta expand, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I grew up.
I expanded to
playing-
other sports. You
Yeah,
expanded
yeah.
to fucking more murder.
I grew up playing bass guitar. I played drums a little bit, and I started recording music. Or I did technical theater, doing like musicals and plays, and then I recorded music, and then I started getting personal training, strength conditioning. Went to the army, back with strength training. I need something else.
Nice. There you go.
I need something different.
There you go. Keep going. Yeah, more shooting and stuff. Yeah.
I'm already a solid shot.
Oh, I bet I'm the worst.
Expert shooter all the time.
No, I'm terrible. I'm definitely terrible.
You ever go shooting?
Like I said, I've been like clay pigeon shooting once, and then like that was it. I think I've done archery like as a kid before, like at like a camp or something. You know.
You never been behind like a sniper or anything?
Fuck no, you joking? I've never shot it like a real gun.
Oh yeah. Let me get you out there.
Let me get in.
Let me figure out where to go. And
No.
I'll bring you out there. The grenades are scary.
Oh, I'd say so. Yeah.
They're so loud. Like you see videos of people throwing them in like rooms and stuff.
Oh,
That room is gone.
Yeah, that's craziness as well. I remember I did go to like a wedding once, and like in the person's basement they had like a safe with like 1,000 rifles, and I was just rifling through them.
Yeah. Rifling through the rifles.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one looks neat.
I was like, ooh, I wonder if I can do this one, and then like. Yeah, I was like, alright, put that down.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm bugging. Alright, I'm drunk with a rifle in my hand.
Some people are getting serious with their lasers and all kinds of different scopes on
That's
it.
crazy.
Flashlights. Get real creative real quick.
Real quick, we be snipering people down.
Bank account probably doesn't like it.
Oh yeah, it's expensive, right?
Yeah.
Oh fuck that, yeah.
The rifle I'm looking at is $5,000 just for base model.
But yeah, like so for I would. It's hard for me to buy a new pair of shoes that are $120.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would never spend $5,000 on anything other than a house or a car.
Yeah. So expensive.
Maybe a sauna.
Yeah.
For my house.
I figured if you got a gun, took care of it well, if you got a gun for $5,000, took care of it, killed meat, and it saved you money. In the long, it would be years.
How much are like tags and stuff?
Yeah, I know.
I think probably like $300-400, I'd say.
Yeah, so you'd be paying off that gun for a while with all the meat that you're getting.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be fun. There's something about finding a spot.
Well, once you start that, I'll take some meat.
Yeah, I'll bring some meat in. I'll either bring meat into you or I will starve, only eating vegetarian food.
That's fine, yeah. Fine. Either way, it's fine with me.
It's either I'm going to be a hunter that eats his meat, or I'm going to be a vegetarian, not by choice. Depending on how successful.
I was going to be a bad hunter.
Yeah. There's no in between.
Yeah, that's alright.
I feel like you almost need like a mentor. I can't go out there and just act like
You
I'm
have to,
coming out
there's
of
no
the-
way, yeah. You have to fucking start watching a YouTube video how to call an elk.
Yeah. Or I get like, I shoot something and I bring it back and they're like, well, now you have to pay a fine because you shot the wrong type of.
Yeah. Or it fucking rotted out or something.
Yeah.
Because it took you a week to get it back. Yeah. You have to have someone who knows what they're doing, I'd say. Yeah.
With the little kit running around, is there anything different from Baby 2 than Baby 2?
Well, no, not really. Like, I guess not for me right now, because like, all he's been doing is sleeping and eating, and so nothing's really changed. Like I've said to some people, like that it's gonna really probably get a little tougher when my wife goes back to work, because then we're like, we might have 2 drop-offs. We might, like drop one to school, one to daycare, so we'll see how it goes from there, but that's when it's really gonna get hard, because then, I don't know. But like right now, it's just like it's just like not seamless, but like it's working well. Especially when I was at home for 2 weeks, because then I could take care of like dropping Blaney to daycare and going getting whatever needs to be done while Katie was at home with the baby. So yeah, it was nice. Maybe I should get an extra week.
You wouldn't know what to do with yourself. I bet you were itching to try to come back here.
I don't like not having like a routine, you know what I mean, as well. So like doing my going to work is such a part of my routine that I hate being out of it. So it was kind of nice, but at the same time, like it's nice to not have to worry about emails.
Yeah. With you gone, it helped me get into a routine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like you
I was
just
working
slip
out
in,
at
yeah,
4:30, and I was done with my session when people were strolling in. And
Exactly. Yeah, it's the way to go, right? That's why I work out in the mornings. It's because it gives me energy for that early morning. It makes waking up way easier because when you know you're gonna go work out, it helps so much more than just being fucking slow. Like I didn't work out this morning. I'm a little sluggish.
Yeah.
Had I worked out, I'm sure I'd be fine. You know.
No, I'm not sleeping through alarms now.
Oh yeah. The old
One
hatch.
alarm and I'm up.
Yeah. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
You were even here before me today.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You said 4:30. You came in about 4:31, I think.
It was. I think it was 4:32.
How's Delaney doing? Any jealousy?
She's alright. Like she's like last. Well, wait. Like I said, once it gets back to normal, kinda, we'll see. But like last week, she it was her birthday on Thursday, so like we like sent her to daycare with like party hats, cupcakes, balloons for everyone in daycare. Then she came home and we had dinner and she had birthday presents and birthday cake. So, and then she doesn't go on Fridays to daycare. So she was excited all day Thursday. Then on Friday she was with me all day. So like we just did a bunch of stuff. I went pool, went and did a bunch of different shit around the place. And so it was all day then. And then on Saturday she went to a farmer's market, and then she went to a birthday party, and then she went to a food truck thing. And by Sunday she was just fucking redline and dead. Yeah. So like, and like in the evening time or like around nap time in those days, like so like around like 12 o'clock or 1, she was starting to get like real fucking like, drunk, kind of like drunk tired or tired drunk. And like, so those were like hard parts to get through. Like one day I had to like just take her for a drive to try to force her to go to sleep in the car. And then I eventually I found like some shade, just sat in the shade when she was fucking asleep. I was sitting there for 20 minutes watching YouTube videos. But yeah, like it was like, I think like nighttime's been going well. She's been going to bed. Like she's old enough now, or like you can just put her in her room and she'll go event. She might play for 20 minutes before she goes lays down or whatever. So that's fine with me, because then maybe she'll sleep a little later in the morning too. But it's been nice. It's good.
Yeah. What kind of stuff does she play with?
Dollhouse. Play Dollhouse with me, and then Play-Doh, and like they have this like kinetic sand now.
Oh,
it
yeah,
just fucking gets everywhere. Like, it was in Kit's neck at one point. I'm like, how the
Yeah.
she like rubbed it in his neck, and I'm like, how are we gonna get this like out of his neck? Like, but it was. She plays whatever. Like she has this one like baby that she like always has with her. Like we lost it one night before she went to bed. We couldn't find it anywhere, and we're just gonna have to go to bed without it. We're gonna have to go to bed. We'll find it in the morning. But it was in her blanket, her like sheet. So like I lifted her like comforter or blanket or whatever, and like I don't know how it didn't fall out. But then like as we went to bed, like eventually we got her to calm down and like get in there and maybe go to bed. And like as she got on her blanket, she's like, oh here it is. I'm like, fuck. Like after like an hour of her screaming her head off. Like,
That reminds me of one time we used to go to church a lot as a family, and I was a big kid growing up, big fat kid.
Yeah, baby.
And I was looking around my room, the bathroom, everywhere for my belt. I was like, I cannot go to church without my belt. And it was like crunch time, but like, we gotta be in the car.
Where the fuck's your belt?
Yeah. Go to the church. We're gonna fucking your belt. We got 1 minute. And I looked down and I had my belt on the whole time.
Oh yeah, there we go.
But my big gut wouldn't let me see it.
Yeah, maybe you should have fucking ate those Twinkies.
Yeah.
Laying on your guitar.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear another Twinkie.
But
That's at least you can see your belts now.
I can see my belt. My feet are still down there. It's good stuff.
Good. Just your feet down there?
That's all I can see.
That's all we gotta see.
Can't see much else.
That's good.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm gonna like today I got gonna get a little workout in after this, then I'm gonna go do some work and pick up Delaney from her. So on Tuesday and Friday she goes to her grandma's house for until I go pick her up. So I gotta go pick her up today at like noon or something, 12, and then hopefully she naps. That's honestly I get most of my work done when she's like nap. So like if she doesn't nap, I'm like fuck, I gotta do work at like 5 o'clock then. You know what I mean? Rather than
Yeah.
so like
That's tough.
that's annoying, but yeah.
What kind of workout you gonna get in?
I don't know. Maybe some front squats.
You did those yesterday.
Yeah, maybe some snatches. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it's snatch day for you.
Huh?
I think it's snatch day.
Yeah, I think it might be. But maybe I'll do some snatches. Maybe I'll try hit some reasonable weights on them, and then maybe a little something to get the old heart rate going. You know, should be fun. I don't know what I'm doing though. I gotta sit down and think about it.
I got a little bench press action today.
Yeah. What you do some curls as well with that?
Yeah, so I did bench press and I did jump rope for the first couple sets, and then for the last few sets I did bench press and face.
Was that a PR? You tried to do, or were you just trying to get to
my
that?
PR, my best of all time was 235.
Yeah.
So being out of benching and getting
For a while,
225,
yeah.
it's pretty decent.
But like, were you trying to like get as high as you could, or were you going for one rep, or were you? Okay, yeah.
I was doing like I ended up doing 6 sets of 2, 6 sets of 3, 1 set of 2, and then 1 set of 1.
Nice. Yeah.
222. It was a grind, but there was no negative bar path, so.
Sure.
Yeah,
no, that's good.
I mean, I was stuck.
Yeah, that like that sticky, like you're like, where am I going from here?
Yeah. I was watching some videos last night on YouTube. I was like, I'm gonna try some of these dynamic bench workouts. So that's what I was working on.
Yeah, that's what like. And a lot of times I'll get a workout from like an Instagram post from that before. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll try to do something like that.
Spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
As long as it falls in generally to your overall.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, and that's usually when I'm like, or I'll like critique or like change it to what I want to do rather than doing what it's prescribed as. I just sort of like, all right, I'll do this and that instead.
Do you have a go-to person that you look for?
Not really. Like on like Instagram, I follow so many like workout people that like it's whatever just pops up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have like I do for for sports things. So like for example, like doing like ladder work or something, you know. Rather than like not like workout stuff, but like the explosive stuff and like the things that like get you better at like running and that kind of stuff. Like so more for sports athlete type things. There's a guy called Nooch, I think like 13 or something, or Nooch something. But he's like a trainer from Chicago who I think he's like the trainer for like the Chicago MLS team or something. Like he does a lot of like explosive like athlete workouts, so he has a lot of good stuff on Instagram that I like to look at and maybe steal here or there, you know.
Like depth jumps out to a skater or something.
Exactly, yeah, like a skater ball slam or something, you know, or that kind of stuff.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's always good. I like it. Like sticking some in some random programming too is also good because it just helps people get better at that kind of stuff too. So I like to do that.
Yeah, I gotta make sure. That's one thing I'm looking at now. Like most of my stuff is strength based solely. I'm working at like rotational power and stuff like that.
And different planes and shit too. That's just not like there's days where I might go like 2 or 3 weeks where I just everything's up and down or like nothing's like lateral or anything. So I'm like, all right, I need to work on getting a little bit more like putting people in uncomfortable positions with like that are not just in that one spot.
Yeah.
So like benches like that, deadlifts like that, squats like that, you know, like
everything.
Yeah. So try to you know, like maybe some lateral shit and you know split squats, that kind of stuff.
So yeah, Dr. Jonathan, I think his name's like John Mike or something like that on Instagram. But
First name?
Yeah, something like that. But he has really good rotational videos.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, so many people are into golf these days. I think that's a real good thing to go with as well.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of looking up like someone like I'm not too knowledgeable about like certain sports to like ways to train for certain sports. Like obviously like the basics, but then like the certain things that can help like certain aspects of those sports. Like for example, for rugby I'm good, for soccer I'm good, but for golf like I may need a little bit of pointers here and there, things that like might help.
Yeah.
Or like things that I didn't think about to work. I don't naturally think about, you know.
Yeah, I volunteered at Webster with their strength program, and we did men and women's basketball, men and women's soccer, tennis, golf, like everything, baseball,
Yeah.
and to see what sports needs what focus is really interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like little things that like baseball, I'm sure might be similar to golf, but like because it's so much rotational power, but like I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be able to like at a professional level see like probably. I don't know. I don't fucking know, but.
Put your mind to it.
Yeah, I could. I'm sure I could do it if I sat down and did it, but I haven't been put in a position where I need to know that whatsoever. Yeah.
So we didn't do any overhead pressing for baseball. Very minimal bench pressing, and if we did, it was dumbbells with a neutral grip.
Yeah.
You gotta baby those shoulders.
It's the same with golf as well. Like you just gotta, because everything's shoulder driven and core driven, and you can't overdo it, and like you don't want to be too strong either, because a lot of it's like touch is very important too. So
a lot of it's you see what you do during the game, so you want to do some of that stuff, but you also have to take what you see during a game and do the opposite.
Yeah.
That way you stay balanced and you mitigate risk of injury that way as well. Because like in baseball, there's a bunch of throwing obviously. So what we would do is athletes would be on one knee, and we would toss like a 3-pound ball to them, and they had to catch it overhead, but then slow it down because they're so used to accelerating, but they weren't used to decelerating. So you have to kind of work the opposite as well.
Yeah.
Really neat stuff.
Yeah. It's good. I think we're a good spot to leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike, comment in the video.
Don't dislike.
And all that good stuff.
Don't dislike. At least watch it. Okay, get all the way through it. Say a little comment, a little subscribe button, a little like button.
Oh, the bell too. How we see new
Oh
videos.
yeah, the bell. That's the
bell
notification.
will be
So
here.
when we put a new one up,
That's right here.
Yeah, the Liberty Bell. There's no crack in it.
No crack at all. Well, see you guys later.
Thanks for listening, watching, everything. See ya.